Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to another episode of How To Minecraft. I don't really know why I'm being so weird right now, but welcome back to another episode. Today, or yesterday I should say, we kind of wrapped up a couple things around the base, and we were going to get to something that we couldn't really do because the episode trailed on for too long and I got tired and had other things I needed to do. I didn't get tired, I just had to work on other stuff. We got working on the horse trap thing, and I made a slight alteration to that, and as well, there were a couple things done around the base by my lovely girlfriend, Kara. It is the last day of Bernera week at my house. She went ahead and added this little thing, so the bunny couldn't get out from here. I don't know if we'll actually be doing anything with you, good bunny, sir. But she did add this just as it's a little bit better than the dirt area. And I kind of like this too, so mobs can't immediately get into the casino. We'll see if we keep it or not. But she did add this down here, which kind of surprised me at first, but then I realized this is a perfect area of where we can build the auto fish farm, which is what we're going to be working on today. Shouldn't take too long, but it might, considering we'll be following a tutorial, since it's not my build and I don't know it. By the way, tutorial will be in the description. But I think it looks really good, and it doesn't really do anything to the mountainside over here, since it's kind of just like a little cave into it, but I really like it. I do. Aside from this, though, the only real addition that or change that I made here was I took this back to 3. People were saying, you kept it back at this when you last put it down, and I did. That was my bad, so it's like that now. And I added this right here, so horses can't really, like, move out too much when they're running down the track. Found out that our horse is actually a 14 speed and not a 13 speed, which is pretty cool. And I was reading some comments, and you guys were saying that it's pretty much because it's right near the spawn chunks, and those cause, you know, a considerable amount more lag than around here, which is pretty much understandable. So, yeah, definitely. You're not a bunny. Look at this. Do you get attracted to carrots? I don't think so. You're a little misfit, you know that? And we got a place for misfits like you. Come out of here. Go on, chicken. Go on, chicken. There you go. Yeah, it's a misfit fence, too. Look what you did. You can just go straight into the fountain. Nobody needs you in here. I think he's found a happier home. So you can just stay there for a little while and stay out of the bunny pen. But anyway, so what we need to do first, before we get building on this, is actually get all of our materials and everything, since we still have a pretty cluttered inventory from a while ago. Still have yet to name this bunny, even though I had one comment that I'm actually going to be using from one of you for the next episode when we actually get some name tags after we use our auto fishing farm, because we don't actually have any more name tags right now, so we can't name any bunnies or horses even if we wanted to. So after this episode, we'll be naming the new bunny, and hopefully he won't fall off and die or get suffocated inside of any walls, and yeah, that won't happen. So I think the first thing that we should do is go over to the newly made... Oh, close that up, I don't know why that's open. Go over to the newly made trash dispensary over here. It's such a nice little flower next to it. I really like that touch you did there. So let's go ahead and get rid of everything we don't need. We don't need the gunpowder, the bow. This bow we don't really need. Don't need that. Is there anything else that we really... There's actually not too much stuff in here. We don't need the cobblestone for right now. Apart from that, all of this we could use later on in the future. So I think we'll just put most of this back for right now. We could use the apple and the arrows and stuff. Yeah, okay. So let's just go ahead and fill this back up in our chest here. I think I dropped something. Yeah, I dropped these fences. Put these back in our chest, and we'll grab all of the redstone stuff that we actually need for this build. It's not too intensive since it is pretty small, but it's actually pretty complicated for the size that it is. So let's go ahead and drop it in here. Put some more crafting tables down, the dark oak wood, spruce wood. We can keep the dark oak wood here. Let's actually keep the spruce wood. Don't need the dark oak. Slabs maybe. The sticks we can put away. The ender pearls. Where do we put the ender pearls? Right in here. The bones can go in here. Do I even have any more room? Yeah, I still got room for more bones in here. Iron ingots can go back in this chest. In fact, actually, while we're here, I'm going to go ahead and reorganize, since most of our inventory kind of got deorganized from me just being purely lazy. We never really got a chance to go back and actually fix our ender chest, so I think now's a good time to do that while we're here. Let's put everything down kind of like this, so we can just pull everything out of here, and then put it all back in the ender chest. Oh, actually, we didn't really need that much room. Okay, so I think it was The lapis went right here. The blocks of coal went in the top. Was it like that? I think it was. Diamond went in the corner over there. The blocks of iron went right here. The blocks of gold, the freaking tons of blocks of gold that we have, went over here, as well as the gold ingot. The blocks of emeralds went right there. The redstone itself, I think this actually trailed down into a corner like... I can't actually remember. The redstone, I do think, was more along the lines of right like this. Even if it's not, then we can just consider that it was. Apart from that, the gold ingots and nuggets can go actually right here, and the redstone can go like that for right now. I guess, we don't really have a lot of... we can actually put the blocks of coal right here, and then we can put the lapis in the corner right like this. Right there, and then we can keep the diamonds out for right here whenever we need. We can actually turn these into blocks right now just to kind of make it a bit more... make it a bit more neat. So we got 3 blocks and 7 extra. Okay, and then what about all these items right here? I think we had the diamond sword in there and the fortune pickaxe as well. The silk touch can go back in there, and the golden apple too. So the golden apple can go underneath, the fortune pick can go there, the shovel can go there, and I think apart from that, that's pretty much all we had in our ender chest, so that's all good to go. Alright, so we're good in that regard. Now we need the actual stuff for the build. We're going to need 2 droppers, which conveniently we have right here. We're going to need a ton of redstone and some repeaters. I don't know if we'll need any comparators. We can get some torches out as well. We're going to need an iron trap door, which I believe is done... No, that's a weighted pressure plate. I think an iron trap door is 6 of them. If I'm correct. No, that's iron bars. Is it like this? How do you make a... Oh, it's like that. It's like a... Oh, okay. So we have an iron trap door like that. Yeah, I figured it couldn't be too complicated. What else are we going to need? We're going to need 4 chests in total. Do we have any chests in here that we could possibly use? Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And Kara's actually going to be rather nice and close my window because the garbage truck is actually coming around the corner, so you guys won't be able to hear that, which is very nice. Thank you so much, Kara. Alright, so let's get the 4 chests out right there. We're going to need carpet, which I believe we actually have... Yeah, right here. We got some... Let's put down the black carpet. Let's actually bring some blue carpet in case we decide to use any of that. And we can put some food away for later. Put the apple away. Where's our food? Yeah, right here. Okay. And the golden carrot can stay in our inventory for the time being. Let's put everything that we need for the actual build right in the corner like this. So we got our comparators, our repeaters, our redstone lines around here. We're going to need 4 hoppers, which I do not believe we have. So we're going to actually need, well, 4 more chests as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then we're going to need 20 iron. Alright, let's see, 2 right there, that should be enough. 23, perfect. And then let's make these into chests. 4 right there. I think I do remember how to make a hopper. It was like this, right? Yeah, okay. So we got our 2, 3, and 4. Excellent, so we got the hoppers there. We can put the iron away for right now. I do have the tutorial out on the side here. We're going to need some other blocks as well, some decorative. I don't really know why I said it like that, but decorative, sure. What can we actually use that looks nice? I'm thinking, what block in here actually would look nice for the build itself? Maybe we can just use spruce wood and, well, actually, I'm not too sure what blocks we have that can actually look good along with that. Oop. Maybe... I think we can maybe do the dark oak slabs and stack those on top of each other, and that might look nice. But then again, that might match... How is that? That is not dark oak. That is spruce. So that might actually look pretty good. But then again, we may want to separate. So I think for right now, we'll actually bring some quartz slabs and see how that looks. And if that doesn't look very good, we can bring... chiseled stone bricks. Those actually might look really nice, I'm thinking. And we'll need some white stained glass as well, which conveniently enough we have. I actually didn't know that we still had some white stained glass from before. We also have light blue stained glass as well. And we're going to need a water bucket here too. I think apart from that, we're pretty much good on every single thing that we'll need for the build. And if not, we can go back and check it out later. But for right now, we're actually going to...
We need a cobble fence.
Oh, right. Yes. See, this is why it's so great having someone else here. It's pretty much like... It's like a talking comment section that will correct you on everything. Kara doesn't like me. Okay. It's like having your lovely girlfriend right next to you that can pretty much yell at you for anything that you possibly need. So we have our cobblestone wall. Cobblestone wall, not fence. I don't know, it's the same thing. I'm just trying to sound smart. But I think for right now, we'll have everything that we possibly need. I don't think... Oh, actually, we do need a couple more things. We need tripwire hook. I don't know if we have any tripwire hooks around here anywhere. No, we have a lead. I think a tripwire hook is made... Hold on, I'm going to look that up. Tripwire hook. I could probably just easily just look up how... I think it's made with iron and... Oh, yeah. Okay, I realized it right after I looked it up what it's actually made out of. So we need... It gives 2. So we only need 1 of these. So we need 1... That's nether brick. Why the hell is nether brick in our thing? Yeah, we need string along with it. So we got our wood right there. We got our 1 iron piece, and we need string, which should be in this chest right here. Perfect. And we'll go ahead and make these into the tripwire hook right like that. So we got 2 of those. We can put the dark oak planks away for right now, not the right chest. Perfect. And I think apart from that, we don't need anything else. We need, actually, I think we'll need one more thing, a lever. And apart from that, we shouldn't need anything else. And if we do, we can go back and get some more later on, because thankfully our house is right here. Alright, and I think, apart from that, we should be good. Got the tutorial up to the left of me, so I'll basically be following this, and you guys are kind of yelling at me that I left this, so, don't worry. Got rid of it. I kind of did as like a joke. I left it there. I didn't think it would... Oh! Don't think the bunny actually aggroed on me with the carrot. Actually, he might have, considering his position. Cannot hold carrots out when I'm walking through there until I fix that, which I might do later on this episode, depending on how long this one lasts. Let's see, look at that. Our chicken loves the area. That is a beautiful... He's even making a family. You know what? I'll help you hatch that, man. Can you get a baby chicken out right there? Oh, and would you look at that? It is their perfect home. Are you kidding me? That's the fountain chicken right there. We had the fountain bunny. That's the fountain chicken. I would name him that if I wasn't afraid of him getting suffocated after. Because I have a feeling that's a very cursed family line right there. But anyway, so we'll go ahead and I'm just going to kind of be watching the tutorial as we go along with this. It's not too much of a basic one, or it is pretty much a basic one. And it's 3 by 6 by 4. So we go ahead and dig out this little area right here. We'll be able to hide all of the redstone underneath here. Actually, forgot the one last thing that we'll need, and we have wood in our inventory, so we're not going to need to go back into our house. We're going to need a door, and thankfully enough, we have spruce wood here, so it'll look pretty much like the tutorial, because I actually prefer spruce wood doors over a lot of doors in this. It looks so cool. It's like a... It's like a medieval style door, you know? Kind of like, you know, like bring open the drawbridges and stuff. I don't know if I'm the only one that gets that vibe, but oh well. So, I think from right here, let me actually check real quick. The door will be... Yeah, okay. So we're going to need to put the chests to start off right about here. Okay. So the first thing that we need to do is actually place down the 2 chests right here. So this is going to go... Whoops. Need to backtrack a little bit. The first 2 chests are going to be placed down right here, and the other ones are going to be placed right here. But we're going to need to take the droppers... Place one down on the ground here and another one facing forward. Break this and put the hopper, which is going to be connected to the other dropper. And the carpet right here. What's up?
I feel like that should go one back. Like everything should go one more back.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Just because how are you gonna...
Actually, it might be a good idea, because then the door will stick out a little bit. Smart, very smart. Actually, I probably would have done that regardless. So, yeah, okay. Let's go ahead and bring this one back a little bit. So I'm thinking right here. Yeah, and then the door can be here, so you kind of like walk into it. So we may have to get rid of this little area right back here. Hopefully this shouldn't... Okay, that didn't dig at anything. Perfect. And we can probably outline this whole thing in wood, too. I'm thinking we should probably actually do that before. Well, Because then this will look a little weird with the roof and everything. Well, we'll leave it for right now. Okay, but, yeah, we can actually... let's do a little bit here. Let's do the floor in wood, but apart from that, nothing else really needs to be changed. The walls and everything can stay grass, just for the time being, because we don't want the roof and anything looking weird from the outside. So let's go ahead and break this up into 22 pieces of wood. That should be more than enough. Do not know what happened right there. And we're one off. Okay, what can we... I don't know what I did either, but we'll leave it for right now. It looks stupid, it definitely does. But, okay, so what we needed to do was we place down the 2 droppers right here. One is going to be facing upward like this. The other one's going to be facing forward, and the hopper is going to go into the dropper right there. The other hopper is going to be fed into this drop. Do you mind? I'm trying to build magic here. This hopper is going to be placed down into this hopper right here, I believe. So as that goes, yeah, that's going to be placed into the dropper right there. And then the 2 chests are going to go right along like this. This chest will house, well, I'll get to that in a little while. So this hopper needs to go right like that. That hopper needs to be connected to here. And then the stone pressure plate needs to go, where is the stone? We didn't make the stone pressure plate, did we? No, we didn't. Okay, well, thankfully we have stone on us right here. So we can actually place that down right like that. And then we're going to need the cobblestone wall right there. It's not too much of an elaborate build at all. We'll use the chisel stone bricks for right now. This needs to be up here, and this needs to be broken entirely, so that's flat up. Now I don't think we're going to have a way to get around here. Okay. Might actually have to go around right there. So the next step in the tutorial is we're going to need a block. 2 blocks facing like this, and I believe one right there. We need to get rid of this one in the back here, and then I think... what goes next? Let me see. Oh yeah, I placed the iron trap door right here, and then we place the glass on top of the chest right here. So there's a block above it, but you can actually still open the chest through glass, which is a very nice thing. We haven't hooked up the redstone yet, but that's going to come very soon. Next thing that we need to do is actually break open all of this. In fact, we're probably going to need to get back around here. This is a very weird thing considering we're actually building this while encased. We don't really have a free open form. The next thing that we're going to need to do is tripwire hook there, tripwire hook here, and I believe a string should attach perfectly over there, which is excellent. So we're all good so far. And then we need a redstone torch going right here, like that. And I believe we need a block right here, and a block right here. No, actually, we don't need a block right there. We need a block right here. Redstone's going to go facing this direction. A redstone repeater is going to be facing this direction. And I think from there, another block will be raised up right like this. And then redstone dust will be placed here on top like that. Another block right here. Redstone dust there. Across, and the redstone dust should actually meet up with another block. I think... yeah, okay. We're actually short 1 chiseled brick, which sucks. I kind of want to go back and make another one now, just so it doesn't look weird, and I think I might actually...
You need to do the ticks on that before you leave.
Oh yeah, the ticks across there. This needs to be a 3 tick, right, like that. And, yeah, that's to the 3rd tick. What on earth is being burned? Oh, it's the zombie catching on fire, but... oh, okay, okay. I was like, something on fire above us? So I think we'll actually... I'm gonna go back real quick, just because I'm that much of a perfectionist. So I want this looking as best that I can, and make another chiseled stone brick. And I think... actually, I think we can make one right here, if I'm not mistaken. If we break the stone right here, we get 4 stone like this, and then we turn that into... no, how does that go? I think it's 3 across. I haven't made these in a while, so I could be wrong. In fact, actually, hold on. Let me look it up right now. Chiseled stone brick. Chiseled stone brick, Minecraft wiki. How is this made? Redirect page, stone bricks. This is made by... oh, yeah, okay. I didn't actually remember this, but I was off to the right path here. 3 along like this, and then 2 on top right there. I'm gonna go ahead and make a total of 4 in case we'll need any more blocks. So I think, yeah, from there we'll definitely be good to go. Alright. How the hell do we get back into this? Let's just go ahead and get rid of the roof for right now. Sadly, we don't have our silk touch on us, but I don't think that matters too much. We can go ahead and leave that. And I think we'll actually be needing to break this block right here, because that will need to be exposed to the rain. In fact, actually, if we could do this pretty quickly, that would be probably best. We can make a light blue thing right there.
You should make green.
Make green?
Green glass.
Green glass. Oh, that would look good, huh? Well, I think... I don't know, because this matches the water, but the green glass would actually match the grass above. Very, very true. Okay, so let's go ahead and put down the other chiseled brick right here and right here. This repeater needs to be... Alright, so let's go back to the tutorial right there. We need to put down the repeater right like that. And I believe from right there... Let me just go ahead and do a quick check and make sure everything's all good. Oh yeah, we need to actually do the redstone on top right here. Excellent, so this is creating a loop just like it should, and I think we're good from there. The only thing that he did is to finish off the actual build so we can build it in silence, as he referred to it, is put down a lever right on the front here and flick that off for the time being. At least I believe he did that. Alright, so we can go ahead and keep the dirt right there for right now. Yeah, the lever was done right there, just to kind of turn it off. So we have the base thing built right now. Now we need to come around to the actual back side here, which I think is, yeah, right here. This wasn't actually dug out, but probably an easier thing to do. And then underneath this little area right here, where it's leveled up with the rest of the ground. Yeah, we can build the rest right there. We're gonna need 1 redstone like this, 1 repeater right here to a 3-tick, and another block right like this. Yeah, we're gonna actually have to demolish quite a bit here. 1 block around here. Redstone on the side like this. I think that goes underneath right here. And then I believe at that point we should have the same thing where the iron door is now going to collapse over. We can just make the redstone go out like this. And let's give her a test and see how she goes. Is that how it's supposed to go? I think, apart from that, hold on real quick. That should be lighting up absolutely everything, unless we blocked off some of the redstone. I don't believe we did. Nope, still got a little bit left to do right here. So let's go back down in here real quick and dig out this little area. In fact, actually, we're going to have to dig out quite a bit just to make sure this all works. Okay, so right here, with a block like this, we're going to need to break out this block right here and put down another repeater right, so like that. That's going to be on a no-tick delay, and that'll be off for right, or, well, it'll stay on because we actually have it still repeating. We're going to have this block broken right here, and the redstone is going to go right like that. So that'll actually tick the dropper itself. So, I think from there, we're actually all good. So let's just go back up, and I think the last thing that we'll have to do is just place down the water right here. He's doing a little bit of what looks to be kind of just decorating. We can get to decorating this in a little bit on our own style, but for right now, I think the only last thing that we have to do is put down the door like this, so we have our little entry point right there. I think that looks really good. And, yeah, I think that was a good idea, definitely pushing it back 1 more, so we have a little bit more of a walkway in. We'll obviously cover this up at the top. Actually probably do that right now, I'm thinking. Now, I don't know if the exposure to rain has to be an actual block like this, although I would imagine it didn't have to be. I may be wrong, and if I am, then we won't get the rain effect, but at least we'll still get the exposed to daylight. In fact, actually, I'll have to check if you can actually just do it through glass. If not, we can simply break this and make a little barrier around. Ooh, that might mess up some stuff. Should have thought ahead before I did that. Can we actually get that back real quick? I need to get you back real briefly. There we go. Now let's build that right back there. And then we're going to need to place the water in right about... Yeah, so we'll leave that... We'll leave this as right now. And we'll just put a little thing on top here so no mobs can actually get in. We could probably do, like, fences in the future. I don't have any fences on me, sadly. But I'll just go ahead and check later on if you can actually do it with glass or not. Alright, and I think apart from that, the only real thing that we have left to do is actually placing the water right on top of this block right here. And I believe, apart from that, we have our finished thing. We're going to need to actually put all of the what is it? So, we're not actually done. Let me just demonstrate so it's actually... so we can turn that on and off, which is brilliant, so it's not entirely loud. So the last thing that we're going to need to do is get a ton of fishing rods made so I can actually demonstrate how this thing is going to work. I can't AFK for hours because that'll mess up the recordings and stuff, because going in and out of full screen mode will pretty much break everything. So we need to go in here, and we need to make 15 fishing poles or something crazy like that. In fact, actually, I think I have quite a few fishing rods down in... Yeah, let's actually take a trip real quick. We've got some wood on us, so we can make some while we're down here. But down in our old little fishing pond... In fact, actually, it's kind of sad. I had a little area that I invested so much time into making that I actually don't even use at all anymore. I don't use the spawner. I don't use the fishing area. Let's go ahead and break this right... No! Oh, I can shoot it! Urgh! Suck it! That's what I thought. You ain't getting away from me right there. That's called, phase sniping. Oh. I didn't know there was still one of you existing. Yeah, but we don't use this thing anymore. This was our old spawner when there was only one of them. And we don't use... Oh, would you look at this? There's another one. I didn't even check down in this area. That really shows, like, how much I don't use... Oh, no. That really shows how much I never use this area down here. Is even back when Choco did his prank, which was a little bit longer than a week ago, I think. Maybe a bit longer than that. I never even checked in here. So we do have another fishing rod. Okay, so we don't have... Yeah, we really don't have many more fishing rods than this. I thought I had some more, but yeah, this place is just pretty unused, which is kind of sad. We can get rid of the snow later on, if this place ever becomes an importance to us. So we'll go back up and make about 15 fishing rods or so, and we'll stack it in there. Why am I so low into the ground? Okay, that was strange. And I think I was off to the corner there for some reason. Okay, let's get rid of everything we don't need. We don't need the snowballs, we don't need the snowballs, we don't need the rotten flesh, we don't need... What do we really not need? We can use this for the casino. Apart from that, I think we really need everything that's in here. We don't need the rest of the stone, I don't think. But, yeah, okay, so we'll just make some fishing rods just to start us off. I'm thinking... How many can we actually make with the inventory spaces that we have right now? Probably placing a crafting table down at the old spot would be a good idea, too. So if we need... Right, like that... And I think that's all we can actually carry. Can we get one more? Can we squeeze one more in there? We don't need the black carpet. No, we don't need the black carpet. I think the blue carpet will actually probably look better because it's more of like a water zone. So it has more of that blue texture than it does black necessarily, because I don't really think that'll fit with anything. Could have thrown out the doors because we don't really need these for anything either. And every time I hear, oh, you guys left your little pond? Oh, you guys left your fountain? Okay, well, I guess it's time for... Aw, it's so cute. Do they actually do this, where the son will follow the mother around? Is that a thing? I don't know if that's actually a thing or if that's just coincidence, but that... Aw, it's so cute! Hold on, is that actually like a Minecraft thing where they'll follow each other around? Do you know about this? Is that actually a thing? Aw, it's so adorable. I've never even noticed that before. Aw. Minecraft animals really just... I get more freaked out and, like, I awe at animals way more in Minecraft than I think I really should. Like, bunnies are just the cutest thing, and also the fact that I'm dating a bunny as well. I don't know, just so cute in my opinion. So anyway, I think what we'll do is we'll place down a little crafting table right here, so we can break this little thing for the time being. That'll break the door as well. Place the crafting table down right there, place the door there, and we're going to be putting the fishing rods in here, and you can notice that there's only a few of them left. In fact, they all pretty much went into the dropper and the hopper in here, and when we turn this on, well, actually, the proper way of how it's done, we'll need to add in that one more right there, and we have a fishing inventory. The actual way that this is done is you'll go in here, and everything would normally be closed off. Let me actually see if I can make a little... we'll worry about that later. You would make every single part of your inventory full except for one slot, and you'd fish in here. So you would turn this on, and you would keep getting fed fishing rods, and if your inventory, well, actually, this also needs to be filled as well, because you already have an inventory space in there. So basically, this will keep cycling through with the fishing rods in here. I think we also have some wood in there, which is a little funny. Yeah, the wood's being dispensed. That's hilarious. So the fishing rods will keep going through in here, and you would just typically hold this down, and this is where pretty much anything that you caught would go into the left chest, and if you got any fishing rods, well, actually, fishing rods will go in there to the left, but you'll basically load up the fishing rods to the right, and those will keep going into your inventory, so even when this fishing rod breaks, we won't have to worry about another one. Let's actually see if we caught anything in that process. I don't believe we did. So basically, you would AFK here and hold down your rod, and you'd kind of aim it right like this, so you could actually catch stuff, and you get all your loot in this chest right here after a good amount of time, and this is where you put in all your fishing rods and stuff. This is already pretty much broken, so there's no one breaking, but thankfully enough, you can catch more fishing rods from actually fishing. So yeah, that's all good to go, and you can just turn it off whenever you're not using it. So I think apart from that, we can just go ahead and make this place look a little bit nicer. That is not how you do it, and I think what we can do is... if we do it like that, yeah, it should still work. Oop. Do we happen to have 2 more blocks? Right, I guess we only have 1 chiseled stone brick. I'm thinking if we were to put another one right there, it could look pretty nice. So let's just go ahead and make another. Real quick, get on the decoration. So let's do, I think we only need 4. Yep, so we can make some of these. And then we make these into slabs, and we should be good. That looks so derpy. I'll try and figure out an easier way to do it. Probably by fences. Okay, so let's make 3 of these, which should actually turn out to be even. So let's do 2 like that, and then I'm thinking... nah. We don't need any more right here. In fact, I don't think we actually
right
need...
in the middle where the dirt is.
What's that?
The dirt.
Oh, yeah, huh. Well, that's actually... is that the grass? Oh, no, that is dirt. Okay, cool. Alright, so that looks good. And I think apart from that, can we actually do a spruce wood, like... I think that makes it look good. I don't know. Kind of looks like a hut in a way. I don't know if I like that or not, but I think I like the wood being right here for sure. This, I'm not sure what I did. I think I can actually change it to where we'll do that right there, and then we can do the wood maybe like this. Yeah. I think that looks good right there. I think it looks good. And then apart from here, around the side, is there any other areas that we actually need to cover up inside the place itself? I don't actually think so. There is a couple. Let's just go ahead and do this just to make sure that mobs don't spawn underneath here. Do we actually cover up? We can cover up this area right above here. We don't want to mess up with any of the redstone, so I'm thinking, yeah, we'll leave it right like this. I could probably cover up that area too. Actually, this can't be covered up since we need that to be out in the sky. So I think apart from that, we're pretty much good to go on the whole ordeal. So I think with that, our entire thing's done. Okay, so we've got our auto fishing farm here, and we can get maybe decorating with some lights up in the future. But for right now, we got it all built up, and we got some items there. Those will despawn, so they won't have to have a worry. But apart from that, I think it looks pretty good. Maybe do some lighting in the back there so it's a little bit brighter. I think we could maybe put some glowstone down there in the future, maybe some torches, something basic. But apart from that, I think it's going to go ahead and do it for this HTM episode. And I think, actually, we'll end off the episode by breeding a horse just because, I don't know, I kind of feel it's a little thing to do to pass the time. Still haven't done selective horse breeding. Going to need to take quite a while to do that. I need to eat first. Oh, you know what? Did I actually put down any carpet? Oh, I didn't put down any carpet on top of the hopper. That's something I need to do real quick first. We're actually not done. Forgot the last thing in my inventory that we needed to take care of. Let's open up the door right here and place down the carpet. Perfect. That looks cool. I like that with the water. Matches the tone perfectly. Now, we're done with the auto fish farm. Now let's go ahead and drop in here. Who do we want to breed? I think we want to breed the 14-speed horse with the other speed one, which I believe was... Were you the other speed one? You are pretty fast, but I don't think you're the speed one. Are you the speed one? No, I think it was the other one. I think it might have been the black one. Are you the speed one? No, you're not the speed. Are you the speed one? Yeah, I think you're the speed. Let me actually go ahead and test this guy real quick. Hello? I cannot close these to save my life! Okay. How fast are you? You seem like a... maybe a 12 speed. Definitely not a 13 or a 14, but we can breed you. Alright, 3, 2, 1... No, you are an 11 speed. So you are definitely not the fast horse that I was thinking of. Yeah, you're an 11 speed. Okay. I probably should have known that the second I got on the horse. I think it's one of the ones in the gold armor.
It's the diamond armor one.
No, but I want to breed... The diamond armor is the really fast one, but we want to breed him with another relatively fast horse, and I'm trying to figure out what that other relatively fast horse is. I think it's you. Are you the fast horse? No, you seem slow. I think it's the other black one. No, this is Topper. Is it right? No, that's Topper. That's Hopper. Are you the... You're the 5-block jumping. I need to label these guys. Seriously. You're the one we just got done with. No. This is the fast one, I think. More than sure. This guy's the fast... No, I think I just brought this one out, didn't I? Yeah, anyway, I think it's one of the gold ones, so we're just gonna breed him with, one of the gold ones in here. My mind's spinning for some reason. Alright. Probably because Kara's leaving tomorrow and I'm a little sad about that, but... Alright, I think you were the fast one here, so we'll go ahead and breed you with the same breed. So, same breed. Oh man, that guy just jumped straight into it. And we got the little baby one over here. We can help him grow to quite a bit, and I don't think we can tame him for a little while longer. So, next episode, we'll actually make sure if we can tame this one or not. We need to actually know that this is the right one. So, this is, this horse I don't think will actually be needing for anything. We can wrap this one in some iron horse armor off camera just to know the difference. But anyway, it's going to go ahead and do it for this episode of HTM. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. And by the time we're back, we'll have some more name tags where we can name up some animals around the place, get some more pets going. And I think that looks really good. That looks derpy, but that looks really nice. It's very out of the way and, I don't know, looks good. Kara did a very good job in designing the actual area where this goes into. But anyway, guys, take care, and I'll see you next time. Ciao!